Alright, just need to give these a clean. A second. These clean. Right, that's the do. So today I'm going to show you all how to clean a shower with hydrochloric acid. Just let me get my gloves and then we'll get stuck in. So I've got the long pants, the boots, the goggles, the mask, gloves, everything that I need. And we'll just get those gloves on because this stuff will melt your skin, literally. Right, it is incredibly dangerous. So this is the hydrochloric acid that we're using, the Bondol hydrochloric acid. This is straight acid, so it's not mixed with anything. And yes, so you need to make sure that you're wearing all the PPE, the boots, the goggles, the mask, the gloves, long sleeves, long pants, all that sort of stuff, because this stuff, as I just said, this will melt your skin, this will eat right through you. It is incredibly dangerous, and the fumes can even burn your lungs. So, but if you get this on your skin, it's going to be severe, right? It'll literally melt you, right? It'll just take all your skin off. So, yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, we'll open the cap. So you get this acid at Bunnings in 1 litre, 5 litre, and I believe 20 litres as well. I'm not too sure, but I think this is a 1 litre one. So just pour a bit of that in. As you can hear, I've got the portable ventilation fan running, which you can also get at Bunnings from Dynagrees. So yeah, gently scraping this, just using a toothbrush. This one here, dipping that in the acid and just scraping it on the tiles like that, brushing the tiles, the grout, to get rid of the mould. Right, so just make sure it's not exposing your skin. So you're just going to make sure you get it all in there, nice and good. So you're only using a little bit, you're not using a lot, depending on the work, but you don't just splash this stuff on. You just got to put it in a little cup, little glass, ramekin or something, and just spread it on like this with the brush, right? So, yeah, that's how we're doing it. So the acid will react with the mould, and it will turn to a yellow, to a rich yellow, to almost like a greyish black, to almost like a dark greyish colour. So that's how it's reacting to the mould. So you can see it's bubbling, it's turning yellow, and it's going to turn to a grey, dark grey sort of colour. That's just the acid reacting with the mould. So, yeah, that's how that's done. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of mould in this shower, so I've been going at this for quite a while now. So, you just going to want to make sure that you just try and get at least as much as you can. So yeah, this acid is also found in the stomachs of us humans as well as a lot of other animals as well. So, but that is not as strong as this stuff. This is pretty much industrial grade hydrochloric acid. That's, I believe, is a lot more concentrated. So, right, this will dissolve human bones and human teeth. Quite literally, it'll dissolve your teeth and your bones, right? So you can just imagine what it'll do if you get it on your skin or even in your eyes. I mean, instant severe damage, man. I think. Well, I think it would be. It'll instantly react and it'll just cause severe damage. So severe burns, corrosion, all that sort of stuff. So. It's also dangerous to metals as well. So, a lot of people use hydrochloric acid with concrete and brick and masonry work. for etching and cleaning. So yeah, can even make concrete corrosive as well. So yeah, definitely. So you're just trying to get as much as you can. You want it to react. You want this mould to come off, so not a staining. If it doesn't come off, I might try sulfuric acid if I can get that somewhere. Just hope they don't have to use that because that's worse than this, I believe. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't like using this. I don't like using any acids really, or any of these dangerous chemicals. So, glasses are fogging up. I don't have to fucking eye down this. I'm telling you that right now. Excuse the French, but yeah. Anyway. You just make sure you're scrubbing it all along there, even up here, the mold's gone up here as well, so just make sure you get some mortared acid. So we do have another couple of bottles of this stuff anyway, that's only 1 litre, so I couldn't find any 5 litres and 20 litres at the time. Yeah, you can actually see it's dissolved the brush. It's dissolving the bristles on the brush and some of the wood. If you have a look here, look at that was all flat like that. Now it's gone in like that. It's actually dissolving. It's actually dissolved the bristles. That is incredible. That is how potent this is. So you can imagine, because these bristles are like, I don't know, some sort of nylon, or I don't know what they are, but I mean, again, you know, quite a few chemicals will probably do that, like even chlorine or bleach or something like that, but which is probably just as dangerous, except that's a base, not an acid. So yeah, I mean, most science classes in school teach about acids and bases. So obviously bleach and chlorine being a base, not an acid. So yeah. And obviously hydrochloric acid, obviously an acid, hello, pretty much. So yeah. That is coming off pretty good, I think I can tell, but I'll just back away. Just like my glasses. And you can tell that it's turned yellow. You can probably see the yellow in that, hopefully. Yeah, that's the reaction. So, yeah. Shit. Be careful of that, like, it's too long to metal there. You pick that up nose, I think. Anyway. I think we've touched that. I've got straight acid on the freaking gloves now. Bloody hell. And I do not want to get them on the floor because it will destroy everything. I better get my gloves on. I'm just trying not to touch my face. Anyway, that's alright. I'll just have to try at least use my pinky to clean it off. So that's going to spit out. Yeah, we're just cleaning that off now. Let's just curb the corrosion on the grain. But it's not very good. No, stop. Right. So, tie it up until the drain's still fine. I'm just trying my best not to touch my face, but I don't want that getting on my face, otherwise I'll have no face left. So, yeah, so the reaction's still there, thank God. It should still be reacting to the stuff. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the Enyo bottle and just gently scrape it off. So, yeah. Still got that grinding and draining and all that, that's right. You can tell I've got grout coming off a little bit to that, but yeah, it's alright. Taking too much of that. I'm okay with not using gloves at the moment, only because it contaminated with acid. I don't want to touch this with the blood, you know, when the, obviously, you're just trying to keep your hand away. And it's going to gently wash the acid off, and hopefully that should clean it off. And if not, you just repeat the process wearing your PPE, that sort of stuff. So yeah, you're pretty much just doing that, clean the acid off. So as I just said, the acid would have diluted somewhat now, so that's why I'm comfortable not wearing gloves at the moment. But yeah, how we're doing it, I might put my glasses on now. Show some. I think I should leave them up. It should be right. Yeah, let's come off alright. Still got a bit more. Have to do that a bit later. But yeah, that's how to do the acid trick with the shower to clean the mold off the grout. So yeah, so we're grout shower, get down to that. So it should come through. But yeah, I'm not going to put any more on because I don't want to take any more grout off. But yeah, you can see that's all that stuff. But yeah, winter shower off, and we'll leave it at that. Cheers for watching. See ya. Bye.